Hey y'all, so it's about that time of year where we're all kind of thinking about what to do for the next year. What should I do in 2024 to maximize my success, or to make the most money, or to get the best social life, or whatever it might be. Now, the thing is, unfortunately, most people don't meet their New Year's resolutions because they set bad goals or they don't follow up with it. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. How can you maximize your goal setting and actually accomplish your goals for 2024? Let's get into it. So the first thing I need you guys to do is utilize the acronym called SMART. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, reasonable, as well as timely. So I need you guys to make sure that your goal accomplishes those 5 different things. The problem with most people's goals is that they're way too generic. I mean, it's like, I want to get $1 million by the end of 2024. Okay, how, who, where, what, when, why? Like, there's so many different questions that you can ask yourself. And so by following that acronym, being specific, being timely, doing all those things, it's gonna be a little bit more easy for you to follow that goal as you go on. So that's just the very initial step, is to actually set your goal. And these next few tips I'm going to give you is actually about following up with your goal, which I think tends to be the biggest issue. We all set our own goals, right? Like, it's just about following up with them. The first thing I want you guys to do is to just immediately tell someone about your goal. If you tell your wife, tell your loved one, tell your girlfriend, tell your parents, tell your, your brothers, your sisters, your grandma even, or even just your best friend or your sons or daughters or nephews, whatever it is, whoever you're the most close with, tell them your goal. And the reason for this is they will keep you accountable. Think about when you're in a team project and you start slacking off for whatever reason. Your team member is going to be behind your back, reminding you to get your part done, record your presentation, whatever it is. And so by doing this, they're going to be following up with you, and you're going to be held accountable for doing that thing. And you'll inherently feel bad for not accomplishing that goal, which motivates you to do that goal. And another thing that you can do is get a whiteboard, get a physical whiteboard or a bulletin board, or just write it somewhere big in your room. Just write your goal using that statement SMART. So, write your actual goal, that one sentence that's super specific and timely and all that. And by doing this, whenever you're feeling demotivated, you will look at that goal and accomplish it. What I like to do is, I have my goals written up at the wall where, I wake up and that's the first thing I see is I'm looking at that portion of the wall in my room. And that really motivates me in my day when I'm feeling groggy or I'm feeling tired to just accomplish that goal immediately as soon as I wake up. Now, the second thing I need you guys to do is to set a reminder in your phone and put it on your calendar. Now, I want you guys, depending on how crazy or how big your goal is, do it either daily, weekly, or monthly. I personally do mine monthly. And what I want you to do when this reminder hits is just do a checkup on yourself. If you're doing a goal and it's, you didn't do anything until December of 2024 next year, and then you're like, okay, how can I accomplish my goal in 1 month? That's not gonna happen. You need to do a routinely consistent checkup. So for me, every month I put a reminder on my phone for the first day of every month. And I basically look at that reminder and I ask myself, how far have I gotten in each of these goals? And I actually, at the beginning of this year, I actually set up every single checkpoint I want to do, right? What I want to accomplish at each checkpoint. And that's part in that SMART acronym of being timely, right? Setting those attainable goals. And so by doing this, you're going to keep yourself even more accountable. Now, the third one, I know this might seem kind of crazy or whatever to y'all, is to just give yourself a punishment, right? The thing is, if you tell your, parent or whatever that you have this goal and they're going to keep you accountable, let them know when you do that you deserve a punishment. Maybe it's your parents take away your phone. Tell them, you have every right to take my phone away if I don't accomplish this goal, or take my laptop away, or whatever it is, or not buy me these new pair of sneakers that you promised me, or whatever it is, right? And by doing this, when you receive that punishment, you're going to feel bad. And if you didn't accomplish your goal by that time, you're probably going to accomplish that goal now to get your shoes back or get your phone back or whatever it is. But also it promotes a proactive approach to this, right? Because you know inherently that consequence is coming, and so you're going to do that thing or that checkpoint before that actually happens, which is great. Okay, so real quick, I do want you guys, if you guys are interested, to just put your goal in the description of this video, or just email it to me through my email in the About Us in the YouTube channel section on YouTube. And the reason I want you guys to do that is I can actually give you guys some feedback on your goals, make sure it accomplishes those 5 things of SMART, and I think it's a great way for other people to take advice from you, and you to take inspiration from other people. And with that said, I want to give you guys my goals for my YouTube channel for this upcoming 2024 year, so that you guys can hold me accountable. Like I mentioned in my first step, I live by my words, right? So you guys can keep me accountable, and that way you guys can take some advice from me. Okay, so the goal I have in mind for my YouTube channel for the 2024 year is to hit 3,000 subscribers on Master HS and gain at least 1 million views. So right off the bat, this is a pretty realistic goal, right? I'm sitting at about 550 subscribers when I'm recording this video, and growth on YouTube tends to like be kind of upward and almost exponentially, kind of, if that makes sense. And it's also timely because I've set that deadline. And to be even more timely, I've set myself up checkpoints to keep myself in check. So by January, I hope to hit about 700 subscribers, and then in February I hope to hit 800, and then in March I plan to hit 950, etc., etc. And by doing this, I've set myself checkpoints to help me be accountable. And the goal is also very specific. The goal basically says exactly how quantifiable it is. And even if your goal isn't something that's quantifiable, even in a qualitative sense, you want to be as specific as possible, right? And I also made this measurable because I can exactly see how many subscribers I have at any given point and how many views I have at any given point. And it's very attainable, right? This is something that I can do because I've seen that I've been putting in a lot of work with my YouTube channel this past 5-6 months. And what I think stops people from completing their goals, which I've kind of solved with myself, is I've told myself how I'm going to accomplish this, which is what I recommend that you guys do as well. So I've told myself that I want to kind of up the amount of times I'm posting. Instead of uploading twice a week, I want to go to 3 times a week. And with that, I want to work with a second editor. That way we can produce higher quality videos by our editors doing just a little bit less work each. And that will help us produce higher quality videos, as well as a higher quantity of videos. And I want to start being promoted on TikTok and Instagram. That way I can help elevate my channel status and be able to speak at some conferences, or in our local area, like our DECA chapters or our BPA chapters, and just in our area to promote my YouTube channel to other people. And so with that said, if you guys have any feedback on my specific goal, like if you guys want to amend that or have anything to say, you guys can leave it in the description of this video. But that's just my goal, so that you guys can keep me accountable and also take some inspiration from. So I do appreciate y'all sticking around till the end of this video. And until next time, be sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.